Well, love is in the air this week with the sweetest holiday of the year fast approaching. When you think Valentine's Day, love and romance comes to mind, but buying gifts and planning something special for your sweetheart can be a stressful task. Well, Megan Willis has more on how to avoid that last-minute rush.
There you go.
With just days until V-Day, the pressure is on for those looking to impress their significant other. If you're looking to wine and dine this Friday, you'll find most restaurants packed tight with couples.
Valentine's Day is definitely one of our busiest days of the year, and actually this year we're going to be doing a first come, first served seating basis, and that's to try and accommodate as many people as possible.
If you do manage to get a table for the big night, you can look forward to some Valentine's specials.
We are featuring a his and her special. That's going to include 3 different entrees for the ladies to choose from, 3 different entrees for the men to choose from. Also an appetizer. There'll be probably, I think, 5 different appetizers for them to choose from to share to start, and that's going to be for $55. So that's going to be a pretty good deal.
And because everyone knows diamonds are a girl's best friend, we checked out a jewelry store to see what women want.
We just have a lot of hearts. Heart pendants, heart earrings, heart Pandora pieces, anything to do with hearts are very popular right now.
Fisher says the flood of people coming in is typical for the week leading up to the big day.
Valentine's Day is really a one-week thing, and actually the last 2 or 3 days it's the big rush. Us men are always last-minute shoppers, and that tends to be always.
And if you can't afford to put a ring on it, flowers are always an option, although prices do tend to rise for the holiday.
Our growers are, with supply and demand, raise the prices. So unfortunately, because of that, we don't really have much of a choice but to raise those prices as well to keep up with the supply and demand, and that kind of correlates. It depends how last minute it is. You might see a little bit of a panic if it's last minute, but most of them have been around the block a few times and know that they need to get here early.
Whether you're planning something more extravagant or simple, there are plenty of choices here to impress your date. Either way, I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. Megan Willis, Newcap News.
Oh, just lovely. All right. The Coe Lake Figure Skating Club is sharpening its skates for a unique show in a couple of weeks. As Fraser Snowden reports, the club has been in a couple of competitions this season and will be showcasing a little taste of the Roaring Twenties in their performance.
The team called Star Skate is made up of 16 figure skaters ranging from ages 9 through 18. The club's coach says the theme will display routines that the girls use throughout the year.
Yeah, this year it's a 1920s theme. It's like kind of the Gatsby type feel thing. We have a couple girls who will also be skating to those types of music that they actually compete throughout the year with.
Coach Rupp says the girls have been quite busy competing this year already and have brought home a multitude of medals for their routines.
We went to the Fort McMurray competition. It was our zone open competition and we did quite well. We brought home over 30 medals, so you know, usually we do a couple competitions throughout the year where all of our star skaters go.
9-year-old Kyla has been skating since she was 18 months old and has proven her skills, winning 2 medals this year. She says she is looking forward to the show.
Well, it's just fun to have a time and skate in front of crowds.
Another 17-year-old skater who is also a junior coach says the performance should keep the crowd engaged, and she is excited for people to see it.
It's definitely higher energy since it's the Roaring Twenties. There's lots of little Lindy hop and lots of footwork, and yeah, it's just fun for everyone.
The star skaters will be competing later in March. The 20s performance will hit the ice on February 23rd with entry by food donation. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
Well, a local middle school is looking to get into the TV business. The performing arts class at Bishop Lloyd will be debuting their very own newscast. And as we see in this week's Beyond the Classroom, they came down to our station to learn the tricks of the trade firsthand.
Nominations for this year's Juno Awards were announced today.
Everything from reading the teleprompter to checking out the green screen, these grade 7 students at Bishop Lloyd were getting a lesson on how a TV station works. The students will be launching their own news show next month called Lancer TV.
It's hopefully a place for us to get other students interested in what's going on in the school, a chance for us to try broadcasting, and some students see it as a potential career avenue for them, so it's been really interesting to look into it.
I would like to be the anchor.
And why is that?
Oh, I just like the feeling you get when you're up on stage. It's a good feeling.
The students were quite excited for the tour, as getting a first-hand lesson on how to write a news story will go a long way.
So we can see how things work, how we need to do it, and how we can focus on it. This is like big for the school, and I'm sure we're all going to enjoy it.
We're just like looking at the weather place and the news to see how we can, like, because we're doing a thing at our school, and we're just seeing how you guys do it so we can do it better at our school.
The students will aim for 1 to 2 shows a month, touching on different events and stories happening around the school. Students are excited and a bit nervous, as this is a first for the school. And after the tour of the station, the students seem quite ready to tackle the news industry.
The medals are designed to highlight the varied landscape of Russia.